Oh,
hey, it looks pretty
it's
good.
gonna be good.
My feelings on The Beguiled are mostly lukewarm. The concept of this movie had me really interested from the get-go, and I walked into the theater expecting to love this film, but unfortunately left said theater with a hefty dose of disappointment. There were some things about The Beguiled that I really enjoyed. Most of the characters had interesting personalities, and watching their subtle jabs at one another throughout the duration of the film was really entertaining. By the middle of it all, you're trying to dissect everyone's sinister motivations, trying to crack the code of who will break first and who will lash out. And you continue to play this game, the one where you think, oh, I bet X exciting and or interesting thing is about to happen, and then almost nothing does. The film is a slow boil of unsettling atmosphere and creepy shot composition that creates a tone of nearly constant dread. It keeps you waiting in spades for the release when something will finally eventually happen, and then boom, the audience is left unenthused by poorly executed dramatic affairs left largely devoid of any real stakes or emotion. I hate to be so hard on The Beguiled because it really is a master of imagery, setting, and tone. It just falls flat thanks to its inability to create risk in the circumstance. The audience is only ever kept anywhere near the edge of their seat because they are forced to hold on to an anticipation of stimulus, waiting for something to happen. The script doesn't actually do a good job of creating emotional attachment or suspense, and unless you have a bias for one of the hunky actors in the film, it'll be hard to actually root for any of the characters being portrayed by them. That being said, I do appreciate some of the mechanical aspects of the film. The grayscale wide-angle shots almost make you feel sick to an extent, and there's some really cool symbolism with the few things in the film that actually have color. The setting is as drab and depressing as it sounds. The film definitely has a depressive air to it. It's just that The Beguiled honestly has a lackluster plot. It goes all sorts of directions, both thematically and emotionally, but none of them ever really manage to hit the mark. Also, it's like I said earlier, the characters are interesting, but I wouldn't exactly call any of them likable. Everyone is just so damn manic and depressive, hard to dissect. This could be considered a good thing in some circumstances when the execution is right, but The Beguiled is more confusing than it is complex. There isn't any genuine ambiguity or cognitive dissection to be had, just a disappointing mess of bipolar, inconsistent morals. By the time the credits roll, you will probably find that you're rooting for no one but the underdeveloped children. The Beguiled is largely uneventful and mostly unintuitive. It's an honest hit and miss of a concept that really could have been something. I plan to read the novel and get an idea of how the adaptation ended up so messy. Maybe Sofia Coppola just sort of forgot how humans work. And the film is still worth checking out, just maybe not while it's in theaters. Thanks for watching. Oh, also, it's my birthday.